And we're back, boys! Welcome back for another NFL video. Today we got our official division prediction, and I'm back with our regional fantasy football / NFL expert, Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes. We're back, baby.
Yeah. He's replacing Danny Dimes.
I wish I got as many whores as Danny Dimes, but he's cleaning up and I'm getting... Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, man.
Yeah. You get all the Midwest chicks in Indianapolis.
I don't know if that's my type. But we digress.
Right. We digress. We got our official division predictions. I kind of gave a quick one at each of my breakdown for each division, but I'm going to change that up a bit. So, we'll get started. We'll start off with the AFC North. Here's my layout of the AFC North. I got Ravens 1, Bengals 2, Steelers 3, Browns 4, kept that the same. Ravens, way better roster than everyone else. Bengals, they got one of the best quarterbacks in Joe Burrow. Steelers, they got Aaron Rodgers. So, enough said. 4, I don't believe the Browns at all. I don't know who's going to be their quarterback. It might be Joe Flacco.
Oof.
We'll see what happens there. I don't believe in that much. Yeah, so that's my 4.
All right. Well, I agree with you on the top 2. We got Baltimore and we got Cincy. They're going to be kind of duking it out all season, I think, for that number 1 spot. I think Pittsburgh is going to have an uncharacteristically suck year. You got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I don't know when his last ayahuasca trip was, but playing for the Steelers with their roster, with his Achilles, with everything, either hit some ayahuasca or I don't know. But I don't believe in the Steelers. I think the Browns are going to surprise a lot of people this year. I just have the feeling. The same feeling that I get when I draft my fantasy team, so I don't know if we should trust this feeling. But I can confidently say we got Baltimore, Cincy, Browns, Steelers.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that trip that Aaron Rodgers does is going to awaken a third eye. Maybe you can see the field better.
Third eye or maybe a third leg.
DK.
R.I.P. DK Metcalf's brain, because we all know what happens when a receiver goes to the Steelers. Their brain just becomes the lizard.
Exactly.
So he's cooked.
All right. Next division, we got the NFC North. I got a little hot take with this division.
I don't think it's that hot. After what we saw last night, I don't think it's that hot.
Yeah, you can't really take much for the Hall of Fame game, but like the preseason game. But like I don't know. They lost 2 coordinators. I got Packers 1. I got Vikings 2. I got Lions 3. And I got Bears 4. So Lions, they lost both their coordinators. I think that's going to be a huge blow on them. Pause.
I need to lose my coordinators then.
And Vikings, Packers, I think their rosters are just crazy stacked right now. And I think it's going to help J.J. McCarthy out a lot. I think he might be slightly above average quarterback play. So I think that's more than enough to get second in this division. But I think the top 3 teams at least win double-digit wins. And I think the Bears, they might finish 500. So that's my kind of hot take. I think all 4 teams finish 500. And the top 3 teams make the playoffs. So I kind of got Lions there because they lost coordinators, and they might take some time to adjust to new schemes. And I really like the Packers and Vikings here, so that's my NFC North.
Yeah, I don't think it's a hot take to know and realize that the Lions losing both, not just one, both of their coordinators is a massive hit. I know this team is talented and they have good players, good coaching with Dan Campbell, but when you lose somebody as critical as an offensive or a defensive coordinator, it kind of sends your team reeling. And no, we can't base the Hall of Fame game, on the whole season. So I don't think they're going to drop too much. They are going to drop. That's why I'm putting Vikings number 1, Lions number 2, Packers number 3, and then Caleb Williams and his boyfriend, number 4.
The Bears. I know how much fan of Caleb Williams you are.
I did draft him last year, though. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But I did draft him. I pulled a switcheroo, and everybody was like, "Whoa, you drafted him?" I was like, "Yeah, I drafted him." Still not drafting Deshaun Watson, though.
That's fair.
Reminds
That's
me
fair.
of my uncle.
Can't wait for you to draft Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Whoa. Next division. We got the AFC East.
Ooh.
I got Bills 1. I originally said Patriots 2, but I'm going to switch it back to Dolphins 2. Patriots 3. Jets 4. I kind of switched the Patriots Dolphins because I think the Dolphins O-line is going to be slightly better than last year, and that's hard to say with Teron Armstead retiring. And I think the Patriots O-line might still be of concern. I think the Dolphins is going to have an elite front seven. Their secondary is going to be doo-doo, but we do have Minka Fitzpatrick, so that's a bright spot. Patriots, though, they do have a promising quarterback in Drake May, but we still have to see it. But who is he going to throw the ball to? It's going to be just Stephon Diggs. They do got DeMar Douglas, too. And, yeah, I mean, that O-line's going to have to give him... I mean, I think he's going to get sacked a whole ton, so he's going to have to be thrown under pressure a ton. And then you got the Jets. New coach. Justin Fields, their quarterback, already stubbed his toe. Had to get carted off. Jets, not really scared. Not really seeming like a threat to me at the current moment. But, yeah, those are my 4.
I don't see the Jets winning a single game this year, which I think we're all okay with. But looking at their roster, looking at their coaching, looking at everything, you can kind of say they're getting Bonnie Blued hard this year, repeatedly. So, yeah, you'd have to be stupid to not have the Bills at number 1. Bills on top. The 2 and 3,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. That one's tough. I'm going to have to stick with the Patriots here. I honestly don't want to. It was kind of fun watching the Patriots struggle for the past few years. But they've only gotten better this offseason. The Dolphins have gotten worse this offseason. You were talking about injuries. We're talking about departures. Tyreek Hill is in the beginning stages of severe CTE. And, you know, the one bright spot I will say, though, for the Dolphins is Quinn Ewers is turning heads at training camp. Everybody's saying that he's really great. So when Tua inevitably goes down in week 2 with a broken whatever brain, you know, Quinn Ewers will come in. Broken brain. Yeah. Quinn Ewers will come in, and it'll be fun to see him. But one thing I did see, though, I'm all over the place. I got to formulate my thoughts a little bit better. I did see a white receiver running routes at Patriots training camp, and it was nice. And the caption was, "No, they're doing it again. They found another one." So
they found another one.
Yeah, I mean, Drake May throwing to the mystery white boy, Stephon Diggs to Mario Douglas. That's not a terrible lineup, you know?
Nah. That's a fair assessment to what's going to go down in week 2. Next division. We got your division, the NFC East.
Whew.
All right, hear me out. I got the Giants at 1. And I'm totally joking. Kidding. I got Eagles 1. So Giants are somewhat number 1 because they got Saquon Barkley, technically. The Giants player is at number 1. So I got Eagles, I got Cowboys, I got Commanders, and I got Giants. I think Commanders are going to have a down year. They're having some drama right now over there with Terry McLaurin. He requested a trade. Do I think he's going to get traded? No. I think he's too valuable for the Commanders to trade him. Cowboys, I just think their roster, as long as Dak Prescott is healthy, is going to be pretty good. I mean, as long as he can stay healthy, Dak Prescott has to stay healthy, and then they have a really good linebacker in Overshown. They got Michael Parsons, a solid secondary. I think they can make some moves. I think the offensive line is their biggest weakness, and the interior defensive line. And they kind of made some moves there. So I think they might be working their way to go back from the top of the division. I don't think they're better than the Eagles, so they're too stacked. I got Cowboys at 2, Commanders, I think they're going to fall a little bit. I got them 3. And the Giants, I still think they're going to make some noise. I really like their front 7. They're nasty. Their defense is going to be nasty. They might surprise some people, but I don't think their roster compares to the other 3.
The Giants aren't going to surprise me. They are not. You'd have to not know football to put the Eagles anywhere but first. I mean, best team in football last year. They didn't have any departures, right? This year. I don't think
Just
so.
Mekhi Becton is like the biggest one.
Yeah.
And Josh Sweat.
Yeah. So, Eagles are back. What are you going to do, huh? I got the Giants number 2, Cowboys number 3, and number 4, the Commies. Hear me out, guys, all right?
You say Giants too?
I have Giants too. Their offense might not be, let's say, splendid. But let's look at the draft that they had last year and this year. Tyrone Tracy last year, Malik Neighbors last year. Tyrone went for 1,000 yards. Tyrone went for 1,000 yards. Neighbors went off with Danny Dimes throwing the ball for like 3 weeks. And then Tommy, and then, he was kind of getting passed around like all of Matt's high school girlfriends. So we have at quarterback Jackson Dart or Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. Most likely it's going to be Russell Wilson, who isn't at his prime anymore. We know that. But let's look at how improved the offense. Don't make that face. I think in terms of adding talent this year between free agency and between the drafts, I think the Giants have added the most talent to their roster. And that's not me being partial. That's just me being mildly autistic. Then we flip the ball and we go to their defense. They have the best front 7. Secondary, whatever. But we got a 1-2-3 punch. We got Thibodeau.
I'm a believer.
Yeah. Thibodeau, Burns, and Carter. Sexy Dexy.
It's Sexy Dexy.
You're not hiding from this defense. Our offense doesn't need to put up 30 points a game. I think that they could, because can you imagine getting just run down the throat by Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatabo? You don't get a break. You have the deep ball threat if Russell can still throw that far. So all of these ramblings are just to say, I think you're right. The Giants are going to make some noise and surprise a lot of people. I have them at number 2. I have them
all right,
at least winning a wild card game. Let's call it 10 wins at least this year.
All right. Hot take. I'll take it. I like it. Next division. We'll do the AFC West. So, for AFC West, I think this division will be really close. And a team might actually beat out the Chiefs for them. But I think it'll be close. I still think the Chiefs will finish on top at 1. I got Broncos at 2, but I think the Broncos will give the Chiefs a run for their money. I got Chargers at 3, and I got Raiders at 4. I think Broncos will potentially have one of the best defense in the league this year. Their secondary is stacked. I mean, it's going to be insane. They signed 2 former 49er guys, and I think it's just going to depend if they stay healthy. And if they're able to stay healthy, I think this defense is going to be nasty. Their front 7's already nasty, and they just added Jade Barron to that secondary. That's their first pick in the draft this year. And they signed Funga and Dre Greenlaw. So they're going to be nasty. I think what might set them back a little bit is going to be the weapons they have for Bo Nix. But they did add Evan Ingram, so I think that's a huge grab for them. And the wide receiver is just pretty much Cortland Sutton. And I kind of think Bo Nix might take a step up. I saw some promise in him. So I'm going Broncos at 2. Chargers, 3. I think they're going to rely on the run game. And I think it's going to work out well with the new rookie. And then Raiders, 4. They got some guys. And then Christian Wilkins, he got cut for kissing a teammate. So Pete Carroll, he's one of the boys. Respect. Maybe he'll go back to the Dolphins. We'll see. Probably not. And I think Raiders will make some noise with Genty. I think they're gonna go back to their run game philosophy with Pete Carroll. Dude's like 60-something years old. Respect for him for still coaching, but I don't think they have the roster to compete with the rest of the teams in the AFC West.
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely a fair take. They're going to be the most interesting to see for sure because we haven't seen Pete Carroll in the NFL since the last season he was with the Seahawks, and that didn't really end super fantastic.
Yeah.
We're pretty much on the same page with this. I think it's definitely going to be number one. We got the Chiefs. Chiefs are always good. Chiefs are always going to be good for the foreseeable future. Broncos, it's going to be fun to see them because Bo Nix was in talks for Rookie of the Year last year. So it's going to be fun to see his development, see where we are with that. Ultimately, I don't think they're going to have enough to beat the Chiefs, but whatever. Chargers, we saw them decimate. We saw their entire team, who's most likely not going to be with the team week one, because that's how week one of the preseason is. You see guys who are like, oh, did I go to high school with him? And then you never see them again. But, Chargers have always been one of those, at least the past few years, one of those mediocre teams. With Harbaugh coming in last year, they kind of saw a bump. Herbert is only getting more and more seasoned. But I still don't think that their offense has the right weapons. So I got them in 3, and then Raiders, I got them in 4.
Next division, got the NFC West. For NFC West, I'm going to go Rams 1. I think they're going to be competing with the Eagles for one of the best rosters. But I still think the Eagles have the best roster in the league. I think Rams is pretty close second. In second place, I got the Niners. I got the Seahawks at third. And I got Cardinals at fourth. But I think Seahawks will be pretty good. I think they'll do better than most people think they're going to do. Because I think their defense is going to play a lot better. And the 49ers should be... last year they got railed with injuries. And I think they should be more healthy this year. We'll see if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy. Cardinals are going to make some noise too. Second year with new coach. Got more guys on the team. But I think the Rams is just too much.
Yeah, I got Rams at number 1. Kupp not being there anymore, I don't think that's going to be as much of a hit as people are saying, because he had that one insanely great year. Since then, he's been kind of struggling with injuries. So yeah. I don't think that's going to be as effective or affect them as much as people are saying. So let's hope that Puka can stay healthy. Let's hope that Kyron can stay healthy. Let's hope that Matt Stafford can beat off Father Time. At number 2, though...
What you mean by that?
It's a saying. It's a saying. Beat Father Time?
Who is he beating off?
Father Time. Tom Brady played till he was like 44. He beat Father Time.
Off too.
Yeah, he beat off Father Time. That's a saying.
I'm sure Father Time enjoyed that one.
Almost as much as my uncle. At number 2, I got the Seahawks. You can't even compare last year's Seahawks with this year's Seahawks. It's kind of like just an entirely new squad almost. So I don't even know how to analyze them. I don't know how to predict it. But I just like who the Seahawks are this year. So I'm going to put the Seahawks at number 2. Number 3, I'm going to put the Cardinals. And number 4, I'm going to put the Rams. The 49ers.
I want to say.
Yeah, no. The 49ers. And just like you're saying, I would say the difference between the number 1 in the division and the number 4 is like 3-4 games max. This is a stacked division. So me putting the 49ers at the last spot, I'm not saying the 49ers are going to go and win 7 games this year. They're still a great team. I just think that this division is so crammed with talent at the moment that that's just what it's going to be. It's like the 2022 NFC East, where you had the Eagles, the Giants, Cowboys all winning more than 10 games, and then the Commanders were just there for the ride.
Next division, we'll go AFC South. So this one is a crapshoot of a division because I think it's going to be pretty obvious the Texans will win this. I don't see much competition in this division unless the Trevor Lawrence or Cam Ward just balls off the whole year, and we'll see if they're able to do that. So I got Texans 1. I got Jags 2 because I think Trevor Lawrence is pretty solid at quarterback, and I think he's a lot better than most people are giving him credit for. I just think he had a down year last year. They added Travis Hunter. He might play both sides of the ball. See what happens there. They added some more weapons for Trevor Lawrence. They kind of beefed up the O-line, and I think this Jags team could play better than most people think they are, but I don't think good enough to compete with the Texans. And 3, I'm going to go with the Titans. I think people are sleeping on the Titans. I know they got Cam Ward at quarterback now. I think their offensive line is sneaky good, and I think their defense can also be a little bit sneaky good, so it's kind of a tough team to predict, but I'm going to go on more of the positive side of it. I think they're going to win some games. Not enough to compete with the Texans yet, but I see some promise with the Titans. And then I got Colts in last. I think it's a really hard team to predict. I mean, it's either going to be Danny Dimes or Anthony Richardson. Honestly, Anthony Richardson could develop and be a good quarterback, but I haven't seen it yet. I mean, they don't have all that great weapons there. Yeah, they got Jonathan Taylor, and they did beef up the defense too. So I don't know, man. I just like the Jags and Titans over the Colts. That's just how I'm feeling. But the Colts could be interchangeable with any of the other teams at 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, I got the same ranking too. I mean, Texans, duh. Offense, defense, coaching, they got it all. They don't have Stephon Diggs anymore, but I mean, what did he really do? Let's be real. It was the Nico show, and it was the
so he completely tear up his knee.
Yeah, which will it be better? We'll see. Number 2, I got the Jags. They were deplorable last year. So yeah, I got them in second place. I don't love their offense. I don't love their weapons. This is a very talent-hungry division. There's just not a lot going on. I'm going to put the Titans, 3rd, Cam Ward, number 1 draft pick. It'll be interesting. Is he a bust? Is he not a bust? We'll see. And then...
will he bust?
Will he bust? We sure hope so. Hey, it's better than the last video we saw of a Titans quarterback busting.
They got a history of busting, that's right. That was good.
Will Levis is not a real human. The fact that he pulled Gia Duddy, I don't understand. That gives me so much hope, honestly. It gives me so much hope.
The fact that you still know her name.
And then number 3, I got the Colts. Really dismal. Yeah, Danny Dimes is on the team. That's a plus. I think that he's going to be the starter week 1, but we'll see. I just don't know how to call it. All these teams kind of suck, so I'm confident in our rankings here.
Now, last division, we got the NFC South. Kind of a crapshoot, not really, because the Falcons got better. The Bucs are pretty solid. I think the Panthers got better too. So, first place, I got the Falcons winning this division. I think they're loaded with talents. They got Bijan, they got Drake London, Darnell Mooney. They got plenty of weapons there from Michael Penix. Offensive line should be solid. Maybe Kyle Pitts will finally break out. I don't know, man. He was supposed to break out for 5 years now. So we'll see what happens there. The defense got better. Drafted 2 edge rushers. They still have Jesse Bates. They got AJ Terrell. They got dogs on that team. And I like the coach they have there. And with Michael Penix under the mentorship of Kirk Cousins, I think he might actually play better. He does have the arm talent. So I'm seeing big things for the Falcons. Second place, I got the Bucs. I'm a believer Baker Mayfield still. And they got loads of weapons there in Tampa. A little concerned with the offensive line. We'll see how they're able to hold up without Tristan Wirfs for the first couple weeks. And then they got to get pressure on defense. That's really the only thing that has me like not having them above the Falcons. And then third, I got Panthers. I want to say the Panthers are going to do good. I mean, it's a very tough team to predict, but I don't see them being some of the teams they play. They play a lot of good teams this year, and I don't see it happening. So I got them at third. And then the Saints. I don't even know what's going on with the Saints. I mean, every year they get hurt. They're going to be starting a rookie quarterback in Tyler Slow from Louisville. He does not look good at all in training camp footage so far. He could surprise me, but I think the Saints will be in contention for the number 1 pick in next year's draft. So, I mean, they could definitely surprise me. They got talent on that team, but I don't know if it's going to work out well with whoever's at quarterback there.
Yeah, I honestly forget that the Panthers and Saints are NFL teams a lot of times. I think it's going to be the Baker show all year. I'm not saying that he's going to win a Super Bowl, but the Bucs are going to be atop this division when the season ends. I do like what you're saying about the Falcons. Big things are happening. The yearly Kyle Pitts hype is alive and well, where the new coach is saying, we're going to use him so much. And then that's honestly just a ploy to dupe gullible people like Rhett to draft him each and every year.
Yes.
But
yes,
we've seen this circus. We've seen this performer. We know Kyle Pitts isn't going to be used. All right, Bijan Robinson, yeah, good. Michael Penix, how much have we really seen from him? I don't know. I'm confident putting them at second place in this division because the Panthers and the Saints suck, dude. We saw Bryce Young have some good games last year, but that was last year. This is this year. I have nothing else to say about that. Saints suck. I'm looking at Pro Football Focus odds to win the division. They are plus 1,100, which I think is the break. No, Giants were plus 3,000 to win the division.
Oh,
yeah, but you're talking about a division with the Eagles, so I get it.
yeah, that's fair.
So that's my ranking right there.
All right. So that goes over all the division. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more info content. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. If this video gets 10 likes, Dan is going to draft Kyle Pitts on his fantasy football team.
Naked.
On this channel.
Live.
Stay tuned. If we get 15 likes, we'll get Dan's uncle on the stream. All right?
Which one?
So, stay tuned. Which ones? How many uncles do you have?
Too many. No, I'm kidding.
All of them. If we get 20 likes, we get all his uncles. All right? Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time with more content. Peace.
See ya.